So we'll do that. So, hey, so we're talking with Galit, and you pronounce it Galit? Is that right?
Yes, Galit. Yes, correct.
That's a beautiful name. I got to hear more
Thank
about
you.
that. But today's December 7th, and we're recording. We're just kind of helping you get started. So, and I just have, I mean, this really, everything that we're going to show you is so duplicatable and shareable with everybody else. So open book around here. Here's my little outline for what we're going to do today. And I shared this with Brittney. And so when you start inviting other people and the time comes for you to do their intro calls, this is exactly what you'll do with them. Okay? Sound good?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
great.
Galit, you already have people wanting to sign up under you.
Oh, really?
I told you it would jump off quick.
Yeah. I know. I'm actually so nervous because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I just don't want it to be like a doozy, you know?
Oh, it's not going to be a doozy.
So, but if I told myself, if the first time's a doozy, don't let it, like, you know, demotivate you, or, you know, I'm kind of like worst case scenario planner. I'm always like that. I shouldn't be that way, but I always think worst case scenario. So I'm already prepared for it, but I just hope it's not.
I'm the same way.
Okay. And that's totally fair. In fact, what we'll do is a month from, I mean, we'll be talking between now and then, but a month from now, we'll take a look and we'll say, okay, what did you expect and how did it go? And, you know, really, this is anyone that you suggest come and try Pampered Chef, you tell them, hey, you want to come and try this out with me for a month? Give it a month and let's see. Okay? Is that fair?
Yeah.
So we'll fill you in. So for the purposes of your recording, Brittney, we heard from Galit. So you said you and your boyfriend, you guys live in, I don't have your, I know Brittney's in Carmichael.
I'm in Carmichael. There? Yep, I'm in Carmichael too.
Very good. 4 kids at home under the age of 14.
Yes.
So you're busy. And do you work out of the home as well as take care of the myriad things that a mom does?
Yeah. So I work full time, and then sometimes I work at night if I have to, if it's crazy. But I try to just work at work for 40 hours a week or 45.
What's your full-time job?
So I've been there for about 5 years. I work at a interior. It's like we install for production builders. So there's so many moving parts of the company. I used to work at the design center for almost 5 years, and now I work in the cabinet department. It's only been about 6 months, so I'm still kind of like getting on the horse. But we service many builders, and we install everything from flooring to cabinets to countertops. We also have design centers, so we service them, and then we also install it. And then I deal specifically with the cabinet installations and to make sure that it's complete. So usually there's a lot of issues. There's missing pieces or broken parts or something going wrong with installation. So I have to kind of hurry up and get with the field managers. And
so is it residential or
it is residential? Yeah, it's residential. It's all residential, but we have a commercial side of the company. I'm just not familiar with that. So we're big. I've been with the company for 5 years, and they were this is our 3rd merger. So now we're like the big fish because they merged the companies that were the biggest into one. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So number one, you deal with the public and your customer service.
I don't deal with the public. No.
Not the public, but your customers. You don't, or are you dealing with other
No, I deal with our guys. So I deal with the field managers that work for us, and I deal with them, and then I deal with our 3rd party, vendors, warehouses, delivery. Yeah.
Still, communication and all that kind of good stuff.
I have people I work with though. So inside my office, I can kind of probably mingle within those within my office. I work at the corporate office, so there's a good amount of people there. I'd say like 50 to 100 or so.
Oh, wow. That's a lot too. And okay, very good. So that's full time. And then nights. So what do you do when you work nights? Is that a different job entirely?
No, I just work on my computer when the kids go to sleep. If I can, I work on my computer, do stuff for my job.
Are you still in school,
okay.
I'm not in school. I actually just got my AA in May. So it took me 6-7 years part-time. Okay. So, but nice. Yeah, no, I just got my AA, and I was thinking about going to school, but I don't think I'm ready for going back yet. No, yeah, I looked it up the other day and I was like, it's a little overwhelming. I finally just got like a break, you know.
I get it.
And then with the new position I have, it's kind of stressful sometimes, or like it takes a lot of my time versus before my other position. I was there for 5 years and I could do anything in a snap. And now I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm learning math right now. I'm learning cabinets. I'm learning all this other stuff. So I feel like I'm in school right now.
Makes sense.
So, and then I'm going to start doing this. So I'll probably put that on pause,
exactly.
but yeah.
Yeah. And so you keep that in mind that this is a whole new learning curve within the body of Pampered Chef. And so when the day comes where you're like, I'm frustrated, just, you know, perspective, remember that it won't take long. It honestly will not take long and you'll be up and running. But we've got your back and we're here as much as you need us. And with Brittney, we were communicating daily. And then all of a sudden she dropped off the face of the earth and I'm like, are you cool? What's going on? She goes, leave me alone. I'm doing my parties. You know, she was just boom, off and running. So, and that was about 2.5 weeks in. So it does. You get to set the pace.
Okay.
But
it might take me like a month, but no, it's like,
perfect.
I might bug you every day for a month. No.
I don't care. You know where I live too.
Yes, exactly.
Bring it on.
That's the thing.
Yeah. And you're in a really good position. Brittney's team is exploding. She just promoted to a great level, fast track director level. And so everybody on her team is super jazzed, super excited. So we're delighted to have you. I told you 19 years for me. Our group is about 70 plus people in our organization. And I actually I'm a registered dietitian. I got laid off from my corporate job while I was pregnant. We were trying to close on this house. It was so freaking stressful. And I said, oh my gosh, never again. And it just landed in my lap that it was, you know, and I've been ever since 19 years and it's changed a lot.
So all you do is Pampered Chef full time?
I am a mom. I am a mom first, but yes. And it's probably, you know, this pays the mortgage a couple times over and it's super flexible. I mean, I'm still in my pajamas. So ta-da, there you go.
Exactly.
Right. Yes, exactly. So there's, I'm going to show you kind of the growth potential here because I don't want you to, you know, I would hate months from now you saying, Shelley, my gosh, I had no idea what I could have done with this. I wish I had known. And I'm going to really make sure that's crystal clear before we hang up the phone. Okay.
Yep. Sounds good.
Right. So you're going to have lots of questions, but Brittney, what'd you say?
I said, this is the fun part.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll take a little bit of time here. We meant to start at 10:30. I mean, basically what we're going to cover might take us a solid half hour, a little bit more, depending on how many questions you have. But after this, we can pretty much do anything via Facebook Messenger and text.
Okay.
So whichever is comfortable for you. But I will tell you, we do use Facebook pretty intensively. And within the world of Pampered Chef, actually, have you given some thought to how much, I'm looking at my notes here, I make sure I follow them, how much you can earn? Because what I want you to know is that our brand new consultants who are doing online parties are making from like $200 and $500 per week with their online parties.
That's crazy. That would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be remarkable? Yeah. So we're talking $800 to $2,000 a month, right? $800 to $2,000 a month is pretty reasonable to expect. So have you given some thought to how much that you would like to earn?
Well, I really don't know how to put a scale on it since I don't know, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. So
which kit did you order?
I ordered the introductory kit, the $99 kit.
Okay. So we'll have that back for you many times over this month. Does that sound okay?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I told her, I said, my first goal is to just give my $99 back before Christmas.
Okay. That's done. That's easy peasy. Yeah. No problem. So then the other question is, within the world of Pampered Chef, we have people who do live in-person parties where we cook in somebody's kitchen or business or whatnot. And then we have people who do online parties. And then we have some who do both. where do you fall within that? Have you given that some
So
thought?
I would probably have to do online, only because I have a really small 2-bedroom apartment. And I don't really have the, it's not a layout for hosting. It's a really small kitchen. It barely even fits a dining table in there. So I wouldn't be able to host any parties at my house, unless they have options where we host at other people's houses, or people that want to host, and I don't know what the options
Just to
are.
make sure you know how it works, that even if you were doing live in-person parties, they're not in your home. They're typically in a host's home. So if you are doing in-person ones, it's not in your house unless you want to. You can, but no, you're going to somebody else's kitchen and they invite all their friends and you guys make dinner together, or you go to a school or a church or a library or a park or something like that.
Okay.
But what I've heard you say is online, which is brilliant, because that's really where it gets super exciting, where a lot of us are having a ton of success right now. So that's great.
Okay, perfect.
Online. And when we say online, we're talking Facebook predominantly. Yeah. Brittney's just telling me that you're big on Instagram. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. So, well, not big on Instagram, but I'm a lot more familiar with Instagram versus my Facebook. I'm not on as much. So I'm not, and I'm tech savvy, but I'm not familiar with all the new Facebook. Facebook changed over the last couple of years, and they've added so much stuff.
They continue on a daily basis. Facebook changes. So what we're going to do is we're going to help you work in a Facebook world. And then as you get more proficient, you and Brittney and everybody else who's big on Instagram and even, Snapchat and Pinterest and all these, we will expand so that we're not locked into Facebook. But Facebook's where we're going to work, and you'll learn, you'll be Facebook proficient within a week.
Okay,
so
perfect. Yeah, and then I'm hoping once I get stuff from my kit, then I'll actually have things to talk about, things to post, videos, stuff to do. Yeah.
And we give you all that. We give you everything.
Yeah.
We give you templates and all that.
Oh, perfect.
So you don't have to stress about that.
Right. So you don't have to make up content.
No.
Okay. That's easy. That's a click of a button. We've got the content all set up.
Oh, that's nice.
Don't worry about that whatsoever. In fact, we have
that's time saving.
It's major, and like I said, every single step that we show you is here. It's packaged. You just need to do it. So when I say you're in a good place, you're in a really good place. We're just, our momentum is going gangbusters because we have all these pieces in place, and it starts with this call you're on right now. So yay.
Okay.
So we're going to blow your mind in several different ways here, Galit. It's going to be fun. So I just want to make sure so I kind of showed you, we talked about sort of the income expectations, and we're looking at online, which is great. So what I want to do is show you kind of what's in it for you. And this is called a bonus program. It's called a fast track bonus program. So as you get started, you're going to be earning your paycheck, commission check, but there's also rewards. And so I know you're on a cell phone, but I'm going to share my screen, and we will send you the things I'm going to show you. We'll send you these as well.
And I have copies. I have copies of everything for her.
Okay. So
I see the reports and tracking.
Okay, good deal. So you're looking at my screen right now, and I'm going to open up this one thing as soon as my computer thinks it through. And okay, I'm doing all kinds of holiday stuff lately, so we're on Zoom and I'm recording, so it's actually just thinking about it for a second. It's a little slower than usual. But what I want to show you, I want to open up the fast track for a second, and Brittney, mine is not wanting to open. Okay. Click on that. Or maybe it's no. Okay, give it a second. So basically what we do is we consider your first 90 days, you're in this rewards program, and let me find it in another place.
I'm trying to pull up mine too. Mine's just spinning.
I wonder if my... Okay, hang tight.
If anybody's going to figure it out, Shelley. It's very cool.
Well, the thing is I think that my keyboard went out. So give me a second.
Very tech savvy.
Well, not if it's not working. Yeah.
Let me look on mine too.
Okay. There we go.
Let's see what, there it is.
Keyboard goes out right in the middle. Okay, here we go. So what I'm looking for is this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Can you see it, Galit?
Yep, I see it.
Okay. So I know this looks pretty tiny on your cell phone, but kind of
I can actually zoom it in, which is
perfect. Good. Great. So this is a game board actually over your first 3 months. And your start date is right here. You ordered your kit on the 5th, but your day number 1 is actually the day that kit lands on your porch. And good for you for getting the starter kit. You've got your new rock crock coming, and you're going to be cooking for your family with that. So it's going to rock. And the way you do is and when you get this, I'll message this to you, and I want you to print out 2 copies, put one on your fridge and one on your bathroom mirror, because this is your path. And we want to get you all of these rewards. It's going to look amazing. So as you get started, you're going to do your first, it says share your business with the world, book and hold your first 4 parties, and you're cranking along, right? As soon as you submit your first $500 in sales, you get a commission from that. And actually that will pay for your kit, because that's about $100. And so that's done. But you also get a bonus, and this bonus is this ceramic egg cooker and a little mini scraper, which you will fall in love with and find all kinds of ways to use for your family. So that's great. Awesome. And you're progressing along. And once you do your next couple parties and you hit $12.50 in sales, you actually get a piece of our new cookware.
Okay.
Fantastic. I mean, the handles remove, lifetime warranty. You can use metal with them. You can dishwash them. They can go through your dishwasher, all that kind of stuff. So great. So now you're using these to cook for your family, and that way you've got some new cookware. And then as we proceed along, right, you're doing the same thing. We're teaching you more about how to do your parties. You're following up. When you hit 2,500, you get another piece of cookware, and this is stainless steel, and you will love it. Wait till you see. And then the last step within the 90 days is when you hit $5,000 in sales, you'll get a knife block set. And this is like over $400, actually over a $500 value. They're gorgeous. So yay you. It's over, hundreds of dollars
on top of a
worth.
commission check.
Yeah.
You said what?
Paycheck.
On top of a great paycheck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So great. So plan to just kind of follow along with this. But down here in the corner, it says how to play. And what we have is this concept with Pampered Chef. It's kind of our model is for every 4 parties that you do, you can pretty much anticipate that you'll have at least one person out of 4 parties who wants to come and do this as well. And so you're doing your online parties, and you're earning your commission, and you're earning these products. But for every time somebody joins you, like you're joining Brittney right now, you get $100 cash bonus and 50 PC dollars. We call them Pampered Chef dollars. And these are funds that you can use to get more products, buy the catalogs, go to conference, you use them any way you want. But the $100 in cash, that doesn't suck at all, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah. And then within the folks who do Pampered Chefs, every 4 add one more. Some people do 4 in a month, 4 parties in a month, 1 a week, right? Some do 4 a week. I do 4 to 6 a week. Okay, so you get to set the pace. But what we do is we help you and we track this, and it pretty much holds true that for every 4 parties or fewer, you're adding at least one person. And so this really adds up. So we're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to $500 cash rewards or more. It's unlimited within your first 90 days. Okay, but then we get then we get to write down here, and it says promote to fast track director. And you happen to be on the line with an amazing fast track director. Brittney just did this. She just finished her 90 days, her 3 months. And she is in fact a director. So what I'm going to do is explain to you how this works, because there are some gargantuanly huge cash rewards and on the table available for you, Galit. And I don't want you to miss this. So the way this works is a director is somebody who has at least 5 people on their team. Okay? 5 people who come and do Pampered Chef with you. True, you do not know what the heck you are doing. Right now, you got nothing. And you come right out and say that. So if you're talking with somebody, say, come and do Pampered Chef, and they say, what is involved? You come right out and say, I've got no freaking idea. Let's call Brittney, or let's call Shelley, or both of us, and we will help. Right? But this starts happening very quickly. And what happens is once you have 5 people, you're invited to be a fast track director. And when you do that within your first 3 months, Pampered Chef gives you another $500 bonus.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And the person who recruited you, in this case, it's Brittney.
Oh, wow.
You guys will each get a $500 bonus. And guess what? When you stay a director for 3 months more, 3 more months, they give you another $500 bonus.
Oh, wow. So is stay a director for another 3 months, is that getting 5 more people?
Nope. It's just maintaining that level. Yeah. Once you're a director, as long as you keep directorship, and sounds like you're into the details, which is good. The requirements to become a director is that you personally have $750 in sales in a given month. You have 5 people on your team who are what we call active, meaning that they have sold at least $150, and that your entire group as a whole is selling $5,000. Okay. Brittney and her team.
And that's really simple. It's not, I know it seems like high numbers, but it just happens so quick.
Okay.
They did this last month for the first time, and they sold almost 7,000 actually. And now they're up to 7 people on this team instead of 5. So, so hang tight on that. But the bigger picture is that, so when you first become a fast track director, you get 500, she gets 500. Stay for 3 more months, they give you another 500, and your recruiter, Brittney, another 500. And what happens is that typically 1 or more of these 5 people will do the same thing. And so when you have 1 person who reaches director, you move up to what we call advanced director. And when you do that within your first 6 months, they give you a $1,000 bonus, and Brittney a $1,000 bonus. Stay advanced for 3 more months, they give you another 1,000, and she gets another 1,000 as well. I don't know about you. I kind of try to keep track and add this all up. We were at 500 right here, right? Then we were at 500, 500, 1,000, and 1,000. We were at 3,000 here, so we're at 3,500 cash bonuses on top of your product bonuses on top of your commission. And remember, I said there's no limit to this, so these hundreds could increase. And there's no limit to how many of these people who can do this as well. So maybe you have 3,000 from Sally, and another 3,000 from Jane, and another 3,000. Are you following the potential here?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because this is for
well,
you.
And is it only for 6 months and then it falls off, or is it indefinite every 3 months?
So it's the first 3 months for each new person. So here I'm 19 years with Pampered Chef, but I recruited Brittney.
Okay.
So she and I both just got $500.
Oh, wow.
And February.
I got a lot more than that. But...
Yeah, she got a lot more than that. Come February, when she's hit director for 3 months, we both will get another 500. when she has somebody on her team and she's got 3 that she's working with who have got this as their goal and are likely to have to promote to fast track director, that it's remarkable. So for you, for your first three months, this all applies. Okay. But going forward, this all applies for every person that joins you.
Okay.
Now that's a lot to absorb. What you need to know is that there's on order of $3,500 cash bonus sitting there, kind of like waiting for you to grab it right now. And we're going to show you how to do that because I want you to have it. Don't you want to have it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You've got 4 children who are expecting Christmas, right? Come January.
Exactly.
Any typical January, those bills in the mailbox start coming in. I mean, geez Louise, you pay cash for Christmas and then some, right?
Yes.
And yeah, so there's some major potential here. So what I want you to do, like I said, is print copies of this out and just, mark it up and write in your hosts' names and check off the boxes. And we've got some other check sheets too that help along. But what we do as a team is every Monday, my team takes a picture of this and they send it to their director and say, like, here's where I am, here's what I'm doing, right? And so we really, we help everybody get as much out of this as possible. Your pace, but goodness gracious, this takes off. Now, I know that you've got your, do you have any questions about what I just went over?
No, I think, no, I think you answered it. And, I think as I go, I might have more later, but I get the beginning. I get the first 6 months.
Great. There you go.
So actually, you have 120 days because you signed up this month. So she has an extra, so you have 120 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. So everybody before you who's reaching this level, they're doing it within 90 days. That's their time frame. And one of your bonuses for anybody who joins in December is an extra full month to accomplish that you're earning these rewards. So it's actually pretty cool. We've got several people on the cusp of earning their knife block set. But the folks who join us this month, they're not gonna fall short. They're all gonna be getting this nice block set at 5,000. So, so how do we go about this? And yes, you will have zillions of questions. We anticipate them. I'd be worried if you didn't. So within, as you move forward, what I recommend, if you're kind of a, keep track of it all on your cell phone kind of girl or a notebook kind of girl, whichever method, have a notebook or something that you designate as Pampered Chef, one page that's questions. And as they hit you, write them down. And another page that's people, like, oh my gosh, I need to remember to talk to so-and-so. They've got a new house. So, oh, I remember so-and-so just talked about going shopping for cookware. And you capture those names and write those down. And that way, the more questions you come up with, the faster you move through that learning curve.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Good. So then where do we start? How do we get you started? The first step is that we set up we kind of have a quick start plan for you. And from what I've heard, you've already gotten started, is we set up an online party for you to start right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes for the next week with the goal of you getting the bookings from those and moving forward week after week after week. And our guideline for folks who are just starting, who really want to kind of like get their training done, is a goal of 4 parties a week.
Okay.
When I say that, how do you feel when I say 4 parties?
I'm okay with it if it's obtainable. So my question is, what about, is there situations, like what other options are there to get parties if, let's say, only one person, or let's say 0 people on my party were interested in hosting? Then what would typically be someone's next move if they had 0 people involved with?
I'm so glad you asked. That's right there.
Okay.
It's right there. Very good. So within as you're doing online parties, it's actually a lot simpler than booking live in-person parties, believe it or not. We've got a little script that you message to somebody and it says, hey, I'm doing online parties with a holiday theme. I've got 2 openings for next week. How would you like to do that with you and your friends? And you copy and paste and you send that to 30 people.
And via email or?
However you want
Typically, typically on Facebook is the world you're doing this. So typically it's Facebook Messenger.
Okay. Even after they were already invited on your first party, or?
So the folks who are invited to your party, and I understand that your party started yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
right? And how many people did you invite?
How many? 50?
How many people did you invite?
Well, I invited everybody I could think of, but I think only like 50 accepted it, or 30, 40.
53.
Okay, so 2 different questions. So 53 is the number who are going, who accepted the invite. How many did you invite?
Does it say how many you invite or no?
Brittney, there's an easy way to see it. I'll show you.
I'm looking right now.
So here's my party that started yesterday. And I've got 5 hosts actually in this party. There's 90 people going. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you. Okay, 90 people going. And if I click on members, and it goes a little slower because actually I think my computer is very slow this morning. But I can tell you there's over 600 people invited. So you click on members. You can do this on the invited number in terms of telling you how many were invited is easier on a computer than a cell phone.
Oh, that's probably why I can't see it on my cell phone. And what's ironic is I've always been into like cooking and food. Like since I was younger, I stopped doing it, but I would literally just take pictures of what I make and I post it. Like I'm obsessed with taking pictures of my food. If I go to a restaurant and it looks amazing, I take a picture. So that's how I am naturally. So over time, I'm hoping that this kind of will become, a tool for that, and then I could,
Exactly. And you'll find that so as you're creating original content, oh, wow, we just used our rock crock. Look at the bruschetta pasta that we had for dinner.
Exactly.
And post a picture of your rock crock, people comment, and then you start a conversation with them, which you'll get very good at. And before you know it, they're an online host and you're off and running. Yeah.
Exactly.
So in this particular party on Facebook, 90 people are going, but between them they've invited 556.
And you invited 627, Galit.
I invited how many?
627.
Wait, I invited 627 people?
You must have pressed every person in your on your Facebook.
I don't have that many people I even know.
That's what it says. It says that you invited.
Are you sure?
Yep. 627.
There you go. So that's remarkable because the goal is to help your host invite 300 or more. So my party right here, where they've invited over 500, that's 4 hosts all in one party.
So did I invite? Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
So you remember that post that I put to have your friends invite people?
Yeah.
In the beginning, they all invited people too. So it's not all you. It's all of everybody together.
Oh, okay. So that's why I was like, whoa, 627.
But you do have 627 Facebook friends. So that's weird that it says.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's what it says. So you invited 627.
That's
good
funny.
For you. Yeah. So what you find is that on average for every party you do, you get 2 to 3 to 4 bookings.
Oh yeah.
And we have a very specific process that Brittney's going to do. So Brittney, for your party that started yesterday, she is going to be the consultant and you are going to be the host.
Yes.
And you're going to be watching as she does your party, and she's going to keep you updated and pull you in as she's doing each step. So she's going to coach you with the steps that you need to do as the host, and then you'll be seeing that in real time, and that's what you'll be doing next week. But
Yes.
I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm gonna show you. We have a guide where every single step is laid out, and it works perfect. So, and it's very successful, and it is not pushy and no pressure and the whole bit, but it shows you exactly how to do it. And we're going to give this to you. If you're ready to see it now, I'll share it with you now. But
Okay.
You're going to experience it in real time. So I just opened it up, and this is the guide. And so I'm going to go up to the top. This is our party guide for, we call it the Bible, the host coaching guide. And
Okay.
it shows like this step right here. It says, hey, go look at a good party and a bad party and tell me why you think they were good and bad. Does that sound familiar? Did Brittney do that with you?
Go look at a good party. Sorry.
Did you
I'm
do that?
confused.
She has it in her messenger. She just hasn't clicked on them yet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
you start and you do these steps with your host, and when your hosts do them, it results in them having a really good party. So in your messenger, you'll find this step right here that says, hi, really excited for your party next week. Please request to join these 2 Facebook parties. One was amazing, and the host got a $490 shopping spree. The other party was not so great, and the host got 0. Okay, go, and she's going to send you the link to the 2 parties and ask you to go look at them and tell her
Oh, okay.
why you think this was good and why you think this one was bad.
I remember, Galit, why you don't have that yet, because I call it a thumbs up, thumb down party, but my thumb down party was a person that you knew. So I had to go through and change that because I didn't want to put business on, that's what happened.
Oh,
So, yeah.
okay. I was like, I don't know, maybe sometimes it all blends together. It didn't sound familiar, but they all blend. So
It just hit
no
me.
worries. No worries. So, and I'm not showing you this so that you can memorize every step of this. We have it all written out, and all you do is copy and paste. And this one says, on the first day you make the group, that's Tuesday. Here are the instructions, and here's the description to use on the party. Today's Saturday. Let me just go down to Saturday because I need to do this for my host. So this is Saturday. Send this message to your host, send this to your host. So I'm going to copy this message, and I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to go over to my host for this week, and I'm just going to paste and send them this message. It says, hey, hi there, guys. Here's your host post of the day. Please post it on your group with the picture and then comment done in the message. And
So do they just copy and paste everything that you gave them with the photo?
I'm going to show you in just 1 second.
Oh.
Yep.
And I have a copy for you right here, a printout.
Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, so then today's Saturday, so then do I have to post that, or do you send me something to post? Is that what you're saying?
He's going to send you
So
something.
I send you
you're in the role of the host today. Yep, exactly.
So you have it. It's right in your it's in your messenger on Facebook.
Okay.
With a picture.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So I'm going to send that off and do that. But there's a wish list picture. What's on your wish list? So hang tight while I'm going to stop sharing. But I just wanted to give you an example to show you that we do have every step along the way written out.
Yeah, and then where? Oh, sorry. And then where would I access like those templates and stuff like that?
All those cool pictures and everything?
Yeah.
Yep. So you're the host this week. As Brittney sends you your host steps every day, save those pictures. And no, they will be in your Facebook Messenger.
Okay. No, I mean, sorry. I mean like going forward when I start doing the parties next week, how do we access all those templates? And
Oh, I'm sending
template.
everything to you. And I'm
Okay.
going to teach you. I'm going to teach you about Post My Party and Evernote, where you can save. You save everything in Evernote. It's amazing. You have
Okay.
Evernote work?
No. You know what I was thinking is before, I know it's kind of like last minute, but before next week, before it rolls out, maybe we could take a little bit and I can come over and we could just like do a little bit of training. You could show me on your computer and I can bring my laptop too.
Yeah, so I was already planning that anyways, because that would be the easiest form to do it and be able to visually show you, because we can definitely Zoom, but it's easier to do it together hands-on.
Yeah, since we're so close. And then I could just take off a little bit easier.
Yeah.
There you go. So whatever method you learn best, Galit, just know that the party that you started yesterday is, you're going to walk through and you're going to see a whole party from the perspective of the host. And in the meantime, you're going to be scheduling hosts to start next week. We start our parties on Friday, and we all do the same thing so that we can share our tools with each other. And the format's all the same. And anybody who Brittney's already talking with people in your party who have interest in coming and doing Pampered Chef too. Again, you're not going to know what the heck is going on, and neither will they, but we get them set up on a call like this, and we get them rolling.
Perfect. So when I add someone, can we do a phone call with all four of us?
Mm-hmm.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Which is why I'm doing this for you, and Brittney's watching and learning. This is like the 7th one she's been on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes me some time.
Okay. Oh no, I'm the same way. Like I want to know the ins and outs. Like I want to know so much before I really like feel comfortable. But then once I have all that, I'm like, I'm good to go. And I don't like to half-ass. I like to know everything.
Yes, me too.
So
your first
I will.
oh, sorry.
Ready? Go. What were you gonna say?
I was telling Galit, your first recruit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard kind of. Yeah, you said the recruit.
So you're the first person that wants to sign up under you next month is Stephanie Guerrero.
I was gonna say Stephanie looked like she kind of wanted to sign up. She was asking questions.
Oh yeah. So we've been talking. She's looking at wedding venues this morning, but she's very interested.
Okay,
That's
cool,
exciting.
perfect.
That's exciting. And so your job is to tell her girlfriend that's certainly okay to start next week, but oh my gosh, let's try this now because the holidays are just going crazy. But she's in the party, right, Brittney?
Yes.
Yeah. So no, there's no pressure. She'll see as the next days go forward, and she'll probably come to you and go, I know I mentioned next month, but maybe we should do this sooner. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So her schedule, your schedule, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. It's just, it gets very, very fun and very exciting really quickly. Okay. All right. I've pretty much, let's see, I want to see what I've done. Okay. I do have a message that you can send to people to book more parties, but your party is already up and running and you've got 600 plus people who are invited. I would go back and very thoroughly do the host steps that Brittney has given to you. Like go and look at those 2 parties. So just let her walk you through the steps that you guys are have already gotten started. Brittney, I'm gonna just kind of show Galit one of the little tools that we're gonna send her real quick, because you start contacting people and thinking of people and inviting people to do parties, and it's easy to lose track. So we actually have a paper system that we keep track. And I'm going to send this to you with an example of how I used it, but I'm just going to show it to you real quickly. It's super simple. It says week of at the top, and you put the date. And as you start talking to people, you put their name. And there's columns that say 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Those are the dates that you connect with them.
And I have a copy of that for you too.
Okay.
We know that as women, we turn stuff down the first time it's offered. Somebody asked me if I want to go do a party, an online party. I say no initially. The next time it comes up, I might say no again. It might be the third or fourth or fifth time that someone mentions it that I say, you know, maybe I should do that. And this is a method for keeping track of that.
Okay.
So the yellow on this, when I started off, this was just a couple names. The yellow is bookings. So
wow.
These were a couple people that I contacted. These are the dates that I contacted. There's some people in here I still need to go back and talk to them again. But people started saying yes and booking parties. And before you knew it, I was fully booked.
Okay.
Okay, but this is how I kept track of it. And then the next day, these are people from those first bookings. And again, the yellow are bookings. And then the next week, the yellow are bookings. And the next week on the yellow are bookings. So this little system, starting with people you interact with in the party that you just started, their names will go.
Okay.
And before you know it, you're booked through February. Okay. So we've shown you a lot of details, and as I told you, this will be the most involved phone call that we do. But I wanted to be sure to show you the bigger picture and make sure you realize that there's systems in place and there's a process, and you've already gotten you started. You're off to a great start.
Yeah, no. The info that you guys have given me is really good, and I'm just excited. I'm just like waiting to see, you know, the progress and the days go.
Yeah.
And then every time somebody orders from your party, Galit, you're going to get an email.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I haven't touched it yet.
Okay. And then has, like, for example, let's say this party goes and Stephanie isn't ready and no one's ready to recruit. My next step would then be to do what you said, copy and paste that into Facebook Messenger to all the people who didn't attend the party.
Right. And to people who have been invited but haven't accepted the invitation. Okay.
And when should I do that? At the end of the party or before the end of the party?
Yeah. You'll see that there's a lot more of those people who haven't yet accepted the invite will. And then we know those people are interested because they've actively said, yes, I want to participate. Those people who are going to your party right now, the number is 53. Of those 53, maybe 10 or 15 will order. Maybe 2 or 3 will book. So let's say 15 orders, 3 bookings. That's 18 out of 53 people have already done something. The other 40 plus, 35 plus, those are the first folks that you will talk to about doing a party.
Okay.
Because they already indicated they were interested by saying, yes, I want to attend. Okay. So you'll start with those folks. And then once you've exhausted those folks, then you'll move to your other 600.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Have some faith. Have some faith.
Yeah. I know. I'm kind of, I'm like, it's funny because I'm super positive, but I'm always like second guessing things and just kind of, I need to be be optimistic.
Yes. I like it. That's fabulous. It's going to be so fun working with you and seeing, you'll watch as this process goes. So Brittney, I want you to share the guide, the host coaching guide. Okay. Yep. And then Galit, do you have access to a printer?
I do during the week, not.
I already printed it out for her.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Okay. So when you connect with Brittney, she'll show you. But I want this guide that I was talking about, the Bible, I want you to print it. It's about 11 pages. Staple it, take it, and keep it by on your nightstand so that you can read it with a highlighter. And you will see as you start to read it, exactly step by step by step by step.
Okay.
And
no, that's great.
Brittney will be doing those steps with you. So it will be like, oh, okay, I see today's Friday. I see what she's doing. She just did that step. Okay?
Okay.
So
perfect.
It's going to be fun. What questions do you have for us right now?
I think that was it. Just kind of what I need to do after this party, just so I have that. And then I have enough to take off for the next week and a half or so. And then we'll kind of, hopefully we'll probably touch bases around then.
Absolutely. We sure will. We sure will. So eager to help you progress along. Now, we covered a lot. What was the most helpful? What did you find the most helpful, the most exciting that we covered today?
Well, the most exciting was the fast track bonuses. She was
Awesome.
telling me about the director, but I didn't know how it doubles and triples and or kind of, and I mean, if you think about all the people that could potentially sign up, that could be very, and then I'd say the most useful I would want to say is the stuff that guys are gonna supply, like the pamphlets and the guides and things that only because I'm not familiar with this product, so I want to know where to even start, because I'm really bad at, like, I'm not a salesperson, so, like, some people could just say whatever, and they're salespeople, they'll just pull it out of a hat, and I can't, like, as soon as I say something, if it's not right, I feel like, oh, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be like, I don't know, just in trouble for lying or something. So I'm not really one of those. I'm not a good fibber. So I need the information. I need the knowledge. I need to know what I'm talking about. So you guys supplementing that for me until I can learn about it is very helpful.
Yeah, and I hear that anxiety in your voice, and I would be worried if you weren't feeling a little nervous about it, because it's so brand new.
Yeah.
Right. Know that I added you to a Facebook message group with all of our new consultants yesterday. And there's about 30 people in that Facebook message group who are brand new. And some of them are ahead of you by a couple weeks or a couple months. But they were exactly in that same spot.
Okay. I need to check it out. Yeah. I saw you message that last night. I haven't checked that. There was two groups you added me to, right?
So there's Facebook groups. Let me share my screen one more time. I know I need to let you get going here. But I'm going to share my screen real quick. So here's in Facebook. So this is, with the banner, the blue Starry Night kind of banner on it. This is our team organization group. And it's a group on Facebook, just like your parties are groups. All right. This is all of our whole organization. Then you've got Brittney, who's a brand new director, and she has a group with 8 people. Okay, so there's two team groups.
Okay.
The big one and Brittney's. Okay, that's what hers looks like. If you're having trouble finding any of these, message us and we'll get you to it until you get accustomed to it. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I think I just have to get used to the whole Facebook. Every group looks the same. I don't know. How do you get to the group? So the only way I could get to the groups is through the notifications that someone put something. I couldn't find it under events, or is it under just?
No, it's not under events. So if you're looking on your computer screen like this.
Yeah.
So if you look at Brittney's Rockstar Pampered Chef team, I type in Brittney. I type in BRITT and it pops up.
Okay.
And then for our team one, you type in team, and we're team KWL. We're cool, man, right?
Yeah.
Carol Team, Shelley Weeks, Ellen Lowe. We're gonna have to add an S in there, Brittney. School.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but this right here.
Because I'm gonna change my team name on my group. I just don't know what to change it to yet. So that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Of our initials.
So keep asking questions. We typically communicate through Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
But if you need to text, if you're stuck, let us know. But then I'm going to show you now. There's a Facebook Messenger group. So it's a message. And this is it. And it's called New Pampered Chef Team, New PC Teammates. And we added you to this.
Oh, okay. So that's what you're talking about. Okay, that one's a messenger. Okay.
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying. Facebook has changed so much.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot.
The first 90 days, Galit, you're going to see a lot of those.
Okay.
Yeah. It's in my carpet. So the first 90 days, you're going to see like, oh, there's a lot of groups. But don't let it overwhelm you.
Yeah, once I catch, like she said, once I remember, like, it starts with a B or team, or I'll get them. Otherwise, right now they're all like blending together. But like you said, write it down. Yeah.
Make yourself a wee little cheat sheet physically on a piece of paper.
Yes.
And that's your training pool, right?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm one of those people. I have to write it down and refer to it, 4 or 5 times, and then it's in memory. So
yeah, you know how you learn best. What your job is to guide us.
yes.
Okay. And when you're going to get to a point, several times in the next couple of weeks where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so frustrated. Shelley says this is so simple and rah, 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 rah. And you're going to be screaming at us. And
I don't think
that
so.
happens. Maybe not screaming, but you'll be frustrated, right?
Yeah.
And so the question is, what do you do in that moment? Do you toss it out and say, I'm done? Or do you push through and keep asking the questions until we find that connection?
Exactly.
And the people who push through and make it through that learning curve, because everything's brand new and everyone has their learning curve. The people who push through are our Brittneys. They're they're getting the $3,000 and $3,000 and $3,000.
Yeah.
So,
well, and it's growing pain. So that's
it's just a learning curve. I mean, it's the first week and a half. It was a lot to learn for me, and then I got it. And then it's simple. I have 5 parties running right now talking to you. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Pretty easy.
I know, so that's why I need to get with you, like face to face, so you could show me how you're saying the parties run, or how Evernote or all that works. So
yeah, we will do all that. So the only thing I really pay for is Post My Party, and that's $9 a month.
Okay.
So I do keep
So
that.
in a Post Your Party, that automatically posts things for you? You don't go on there and do it?
Your party that's running right now, I'm not posting anything in it besides the game. I'm not doing anything.
It's all automatic.
Well, what is the post the party does? What does it do for you?
It does it posts all. So when we send you the templates, you just go through them and change them up to like whatever kind of Galit style, to change some words in it. And and then you add it to Post My Party as a template and set it to run for your parties, and that's it.
And it does it at a certain time or whatever?
Yep.
Exactly.
And all the times are set up and stuff for you.
Wow.
And
nice.
I'm posting the game once a day, but that's it. And then I talk to your guests. That's all I do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got you covered.
All
It's
right. Well,
cool.
thank you guys. Thank you so much for the time this morning. It was very, very, very informative.
Thanks for hanging with us. There was a lot to process. As you have questions, share them. Don't sit on them. Share them, write them down, capture them, and you'll ask the same question again and again. Don't worry, that we're accustomed to that, and we got you. We're here for you. Okay,
perfect. All right.
I'm excited.
All right, thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon, Brady. I'm sure today. Okay.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. Bye, Galit.